Hello everybody, Missouri here with episode 26 of BeamNG Drive Career Mode with the RLS Career Overhaul mod, as well as several others listed in the description. And gotta be honest, we've built ourselves a rally car, we got ourselves something of an off-road vehicle, you know, we've got a drift car, we've got trucks, we've got all the different vehicles. But in my little announcement deal a little bit ago, I should say, let's talk about this 900 series. I didn't realize it actually does show up. I just never seen it, and for some reason now we got two of them that have shown up in here. Three of them? Yeah, we get this guy, which is a diesel. We got here the track edition. I thought about it, I was like, do we want to do one of those? Otherwise it's the rally or it's the diesel edition. So I wasn't very sure on what we could try and do, but I figured, let's go ahead, take a taxi on over for the track edition vehicle. And let's see what we got. I suppose really at this point in career mode, it's kind of just going to be playing around, getting some vehicles going and stuff like that. And that's only about it. So let's do a little test drive, kind of show you guys the car here. So interior is a little bit different. There's actually a key fob that sits in the middle. Kind of weird that we still get it with the race editions and stuff, but it is what it is. For some reason, my camera is not centering with my controller. So it's got daytime running lights, and then we got our nice headlights. And for some reason, the fog lights do that sort of a thing, but there we go. But really slow. I don't know why camera's not centering here. So we got a really nice, nicely set up deal here for our license plate light type of a thing. Like you can actually see the lights there and everything. Of course, immediately the first thing we do is we get a police chase going here. One thing that I've noticed is that the suspension could use a little bit of tuning here. Our rear wheels like to lift off the ground under heavy cornering, so I mean that's something that we could do. Buy this guy and make it a little bit more manageable and raceable. Maybe all-wheel drive or something like that. It's going to cost us 137,000 credits, but at the same time, I don't think that's too big of a deal. Let's just go ahead and grab it anyway, because, well, like I said, I can go to Italy, and yeah, that's a couple hours, get all the money I need. So gonna take this car on over to the racetrack. Let's see what we can do for a lap time though with this guy. Is this true? I never looked at engine run. Oh, okay, not a biggie. I was wondering if there was something I was missing out on potentially with it, but no, I think we're fine. We got some pretty neat looking brake lights, considering though it is an ETK kind of, you know, European supposedly. I'm surprised we don't have any yellow turn signals in the back. Still is a very nice car though. So let's go ahead. And now it's lining it up. So something with the test drive mode, it seems to be with the car as well. Yeah, I'm noticing that rear end being a little too tight, I would say. Turn in, response, everything else is great. Gotten a prestige accident repair here. Accident forgiveness, I should say. So that's good. Also got a bunch of milestones, so after pulling a lap here, we'll go ahead and take a look at all those. Definitely got some really good straight line speed down this way though. That just got us 11,000 credits. That's crazy. Yeah, but if we put on the turn signals, we can see they're just standard red. I kind of think that that should be something a little bit better. What is it? Reverse lights? Yeah, they're right there. Not too bad. Otherwise, this car is pretty great. Just the kind of concept of... Okay, so those are looking that way right now. I know there's something different. I played with this car just a little bit. There's commercial garage. Yeah, I played with this car a little bit over on the Nordschleife, and that was kind of just to get a clue about it, kind of see if I wanted to keep it, you know, for the career mode and do stuff with it or whatever. I'll definitely be adding this to the links that are in the description for mods, though, of course. So as far as parts customization, what I was trying to look at was... Yeah, we got the USDM. So we can get left headlight with purple DRL. We can do that. Like, I gotta do some customization of the car. We got so much money. Let's see. So unibody. It kind of just, yeah, we could do that or the wagon version as well, of course. And it's got windshield wipers on there. All the good stuff as well. There is no lightweight parts, though, which is kind of interesting to me, but I mean, it is what it is. We also got the option to go ahead and put in different engines and everything here, which we might look into that, but right now, really the main thing I wanted to kind of look at was seeing if I could tune up that rear suspension sort of a deal. And we got a race limited slip, so we can definitely tune that and tune the rear sway bar as well, because it's just picking up the other tire too much, which is not really working too great. So we do get a lightweight roof. That's good news. But like the trunk, we don't have a lightweight or a carbon fiber trunk or something like that, right? So some things that may be missing, but overall it's still a very good deal here. Left tail light, yeah, the tail lights just stay the same, so there isn't actually any option, but we can do that and do the TT Sport with the purple fog lights, because, you know, purple's one of my favorite colors. And of course we got that orange bar showing up again, so just hit F5. We'll get rid of that really quick here. There we go. So now our daytime running lights are purple. And if we just hop in the car really quick, we can turn these on, and these are purple as well. Now the light that they emit is white, but they look purple, so my mouse has been very weird lately. Apologize for the kind of suddenness there. So yeah, let's see what we can do with in tuning here. And I think everything looks all right. I mean, other than The anti-roll spring in the rear, I think, is a little bit high. Let's pull that just a little bit back there. Maybe just 1,000 Newton meters in the front here, if it lets me. There we go, 35. That should be pretty good. And other than that, the car does amazingly well, so I don't see any reason to mess with anything else. Just kind of loosen those up a little bit. You gotta wonder though, does the RK stuff? Yes, it does come into here, so we can customize a DCT, sequential, etc. I want to just put in a DCT. A race 6 speed is great, but you know, in my mind, just being able to leave it so that way we can go into that as well. So there we go. Let's go ahead and find the engine/transmission section. Engine, transmission, so we can get into here. It has 6 gears. We'll go with the 7-speed in here as well. These are going to be straight cut gears. An ultralight flywheel. Is a DCT, so it's basically like a manual but with automatic clutches. That's the way to look at it that way. Rear wheel drive, we're going to go with an all-wheel drive transfer case instead. And we're going to go with some aftermarket journal bearings here. I think that'll be fine. And pretty much that's going to be, there we go, some heavy duty mounts as well, so when it shifts it doesn't move the motor around as much, and I think that should do pretty good. There. Got all the tinted in there. Additional modifications, again, I don't know why that shows up for everything when there's not stuff available, but it does, but that's okay. Go ahead and just drop those on in there. I mean, like I said, money's no issue now. Painting wise, how can I change the color on this? And does it like still work out? Yeah, so that'll change what's up top, which I'm really thinking of black. And then this one, let's see. Let's go metallic. Well, yeah, we'll leave that as gloss black, but base like that. And then the other one should be this guy. Yes. And I mean, that looks pretty nice, but we got the purple. So we got to go with a royal purple, but we're going to go ahead and we'll just hit metallic here. That way we get the color, but we'll brighten it up a little bit. Almost got to be a bit brighter yet. I think something like that with a bit of a clear coat and a good polish on it. Just to kind of change things up, make it look a little bit different than the stock standard kind of deal. And I did forget, we did all-wheel drive. I don't have a front differential in here. We'll do a racing limited slip. It is a little bit expensive, but not too bad. We'll go ahead to tuning. And it doesn't give us our rear final drive in here. It's not adjustable for some reason. Let's see, 346. Okay, that's all that I need to know. So we're going to make sure that this is a 346 as well. Power lock rate, we'll go like 15%. I think that'll be good. That'll also help because even if the rear wheels do pick up a little bit, then at least we have some power still being able to be put down. And now let's go ahead and run another lap around, kind of see what the difference ends up being. I think that color looks pretty good. got a sport and we got manual mode, so if I really feel like it, I can go ahead and put it back into a manual mode as well. I don't know if this would be any faster than Richard is, but we can look at this like Richard 2.0, right? Because this is the next generation, so to speak, of it, so... We're just kind of being stuck behind some traffic here, it looks like. Goes up on 2 wheels, no issues there. Just kind of impressed with the vehicle, though, how it's doing. I mean, this is a very good modded vehicle, though. Leave it in sport mode here. A little bit late on the braking there. Does seem like I'm able to keep more power down to the corners here. And a prestige score dropped to 0.55, so that's all the better too. A little bit of spin there, the inside tires of the corner, but it's doing pretty good so far. Go ahead and be able to see if we get anything better here. It looks like we're doing much better. There's 13,874 credits right there. Let's go ahead and hit another lap. We had shaved almost 3 seconds off that lap time there just by doing that. I still got some wheel spin, but I don't think it's as bad as it could be. I think having these front wheels driven as well is helping. Definitely need to get some more cooling into the front brakes here. Gotta go 15% rear, 25% front. Getting more comfortable with the car too here. This thing is absolutely guzzling fuel though. I know we don't have the standard fuel tank, it's actually in a fuel cell, so I'm in the trunk this time with that, but another 5,000 credits right there. Let's go take a right and go around this loop, see what we can get out of that. brakes are definitely getting quite toasty here, so it's affecting the front tire temperatures. Definitely got some good downforce setup going though. Push a little bit wide there, but we'll see what we get out of it. 200 credits right there, not too bad at all. That's pretty decent. And it also does have the brake glow included, just like the Vertex gets. So we can actually see that those front brakes are hot. They are toasty, and they are not cooling down very quick at all. So that's where getting some more airflow into there will definitely be a big help. Let's go commercial garage there. Let's see, maybe we'll also see about giving it some more power, putting in a different motor. Because, I mean, that's a vanilla motor. And it's a very good motor, but there's a 5-liter V8 racing engine we could put in here. I mean, I think that would be pretty cool. It's 22,500, but wow, that is loud. And I mean, it looks like, I'm just going underneath here, and it looks like the exhaust is all connected. That's kind of crazy. We can also just do a 4.4 P8 racing engine. I think that sounds pretty good. It definitely needs some more parts to go with it. So yeah, we got an ultra high performance. That's going to be more than fine. I think everything else is going to be more than fine in here. We can just do a straight up racing ECU. I think we'll leave the ECU we got. No speed limiter, good. TT Sport turbocharger. Let's see. Got a Cardinal high performance supercharger we could put in here. Let's do that. Oh, that kind of changes the audio of it quite a lot. I don't know if I want to do that. To do the same with the turbocharger? No. I prefer a supercharger just for racing because you get that instant power and torque. You don't have to wait for the turbo to build, but typically we don't get anything too massive and too big of a deal as far as BeamNG goes, so I think we'll be okay there. Yeah, everything else that should be all right. We're gonna need to go ahead and change this out though, for sure, because we're gonna be limited there. Nope, I always click the repair. I mean to click tuning. And we have to do that, right? 35 pounds has to be. Other than that, that's about as far as we'll go with that. That should give us a lot more power. Make this thing scream a lot faster. Let's do a performance index. I should always remember to do these from the start because they introduced it here in 035, but apparently I'm not too good at doing that. Oh my goodness, this thing has Insane power. 778 for a race car, so it has downforce and everything. I didn't even change the, oh, I didn't know I could do that. Didn't even change how the front brake cooling kind of a deal is, so we're going to definitely up that a lot. What? Excuse me? 1,662 horsepower, 0 to 60 of 136. Our braking is what needs some moderate improvement. Ooh, I accidentally hit the F11 key there. Yeah, okay, good. We're fine. So, full racing front and rear brakes. That should be okay. Is there... Yeah, we could do carbon ceramic pads. Can we do the carbon ceramics as well? But then those need to get warmed up. And I don't want them to be hot because the tires then get the heat from that, you know, with everything we got. So this is what I wanted to do. Let's do 35 and 25. So now we got the ultimate car. This might actually be faster than Richard, just because it has 1,600 horsepower, if anything, right? Oh, tires. Is there any... I don't think there was tuning I seen to that, but I do want to take a look at tires. I am so sorry. I am everywhere right now. Yeah, so there's Select a Course race tires, 305 35s in the front. Because the front and rear actually might be different. I just thought about that. Tire sizes, because it was rear-wheel drive before. This is not well organized in here, but that's just a nitpicky deal. 305 35s again. I think we can leave those. That'll be fine. So 305 35 in the front. And we got 305 28. Okay, so they are a little bit different. So we're gonna need to do that. It was on 18s. Yeah, 18 by 11. We're at like 305. I think there was the 16s. We can find some goodies in here. It doesn't look like they give us a lot of options for wheel size, really. Interesting. 15 by 10 Drade CVTA. And the camera speed is way up again. It keeps doing that. And I don't know what to think about those. I mean, I can hardly even see them because they're kind of like getting pushed into the brakes there. It's 16 by 12s. Yeah, I think they'll be okay. Let's see what our option is on tires here. So we can run the modded custom tires like what we have here. So these Proxy 888s are going to be probably pretty good. And then that way we can do probably going to be 60. Oh, 55 I think will be all right. Yeah, it looks like 55 is going to be pretty fine. So 315 55s. So we're going to go up a little bit too in our width. Let's do that for the front as well. So we go over here again. And it's going to be, yes, the 16 by 12s this time. In black, because we only have black and white for these, so we're just going to have to go with black for that. And for some reason, the front doesn't allow us to pick that. What? What kind of weirdness is this? Because, yeah, we got 16 by 12. They're both the same. But the rear, we cannot do those tires, which I wanted to do. So they're supposed to be 335, 35s actually. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that then here. Get the rear racing slicks, and these should be not sport, but front racing slicks there. Okay. Gotta fix the rims here in a few moments. We should be able to, hopefully, go ahead and just push these out. Let's see. I think it pushes both. No, it does do the rims too. So yeah, that's a little bit of another weirdness kind of a thing. Not everything's perfect, but I think it'll be all right. Let's go all the way to 0.3. Under free camo, we can see we're kind of, oh, we were in free camo, I'm sorry, and we go back to our normal. So yeah, 0.3 should be okay. I mean, it might be technically rubbing in there and all, but yeah, I think we'll be okay. It just looks right. Can't imagine if there's collision physics between the tires and the fenders and stuff like that, and it could cause things to tear, rub, all that realistic stuff. Now we've got the same size tires, same size gear ratios, everything like that. This should do a lot better. I think that's part of why it doesn't shift great necessarily in the beginning. Let's go ahead and turn this to afternoon. It's just much better. That thing, the rear end of the car, I think just, yeah, it blew out the rear suspension. Uh-oh. Cancel test just broke. We can see that up here. Career mode. Attempt to call cancel test just broke. Not sure. Relevant gearbox type is the wrong type. Expected manual. Let's see, we go like this, and then we should be port automatic. Maybe that'll help there, but yeah, the suspension is definitely going to be another issue to contend with, but this thing is gonna be fast. Oh, we got down to 5.2 now, so that's good. I might need a little bit of suspension height, at least in the rear. Oh, wow. We got all-wheel drive, and it still broke the wheels loose. I don't know if it was front or rear, but it did do it. Improved to earn at least 39.73. The power curve must be going beyond 9,000. That's part of the reason too that it could be wanting to shift. And I don't mean that it's still low, but it's actually like got more power still up, higher power as well beyond there. geez. What's happened? That rear end was going crazy for no reason. Oh my goodness. I don't know what happened. It looks like our right rear had gotten some really bad tow due to the power. So we might be going too high on power. Yeah, that was ouch. We had a racing accident, that's for sure. Oh man. So it looks like 1600 horsepower is a little too much. See, that's why I announced yesterday the contest time of it deal, right? Like in midnights, I guess Saturday night / Sunday morning, whatever you wish to look at it that way. Yeah, that's kind of why I don't want to do nitrous, as well as why I want to keep it around 750, just in case things like this occur. We'll go ahead and use our voucher because we've got 111 of them now. We got plenty of those. We're going to go ahead and pull that turbo back probably a little bit, though. I think that may be a little much. Let's go to 25. 9,000. I think we can go up to 10. Just let her keep going because that's what I was saying. I think the peak torque, or peak power, I should say, is beyond the 9 that we were at. So our sticker stayed. Our hood stayed. It's just like the unibody of it. It's kind of a cool color scheme, actually, I gotta admit. Yeah, something with that rear end. It almost seems too soft for the race car kind of a deal that it's got going on, which, I mean, you don't want it too firm, yes, but let's go ahead and bring this up a little bit. Gonna add just a little bit more to it. We were at what? 91.5. Let's go to 95,000. Just a little bit more stiffness in that rear to hopefully help. All right, that's the nice thing about having all this money. Let's go ahead and do what we need to do. That seems a bit better. Hear it doing weird things because that I don't know what it is. Cruise control just does not seem to be as smooth as it used to be, at least not to my memory. Nice thing is the clock down there in the middle, and then when we get the original car that does not the race car, so it doesn't have the race dash. There's also a clock there, and they both work based on real time, what it actually is at your time. So if you're curious, yes, that is about the same time as what I got, right? Yeah, 9:12. That is exactly correct. You hear that turbo when we're barely even into throttle right now. Oh yeah, something's definitely not good with this mod here in that sense. I just went around that corner. We can see this left rear wheel has gone, and yeah, suspension's broken that way. So I'm gonna try to do a lap. I'm gonna do this. This is just to fix it real quick that way. Because yeah, I mean, definitely something weird going on with that rear suspension, though. Yeah, not as much power, but still pretty good. And adding that extra squish to the rear did help, but only so much. Yeah, we can see that right rear has completely blown itself out now. That is sad. It's so weak. Was really hoping to get a nice racing car going. They got a rally car, so I would think it would have to be stronger than that. This is just a challenge to drive, though. On the brakes, so we're getting too loose. Yeah, that right rear tires now, it was the left rear, now it's the right rear, so the rear tires are just not liking that at all. And I cannot seem to figure what that might be because of. Is it the shifting that it is because of? Is it too hard of a shift? I mean, I'm not sure exactly what would be causing that. Yeah, we can see, like, essentially it looks like the A arm has broken in there. It's the control arm or something like that, so that's kind of sad. I'll have to look into that, see if I can do something to hopefully try to fix that, but I guess we got a new race car that we can't even use. Would be faster than Richard, that is without a doubt, but can't be because suspension issues. I mean, maybe you could put the original wheels on, but I don't know if that would actually do anything. Because, yeah, we had to do this to get the gear ratios set up. And if we go back to the normals, it was a little bit different with the front to the rear, so didn't really want to work right that way. Yeah, I don't think there really is anything we can do that way. There is a car, though, that I haven't owned. I don't think, maybe I have in one of my career seasons, but I really haven't had for a while. I mean, there's a few of them, definitely. So we got some of the Bruckle stuff, right? We don't have a Bastion, you know. We can definitely look into getting some more vehicles going and everything. And then there's all this V10 mod for the motors as well. I mean, there's all kinds of goodies, right? I've still got the transit bus in here, so I could do one of those if I could figure out how to set the passenger amount to, say, do something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Got plenty of vertexes in here. We got a T-Series, we don't need to worry about it. We got Jefferson Motors here, which is kind of like drag rally and race and stuff like that. Private sales. What do we got in private sales here for vehicles? There's a BX Series Diana GT25 Turbo. Manual USDM market. Oh, that would be something to look into, doing another drift build like that, maybe? Maybe? What have we got here? What do we have here? A claw crane? Can I, like, use this to actually pick up stuff like, say, repo vehicles by picking them up? I don't know that the weight capacity would be enough, though, because of the weight of the vehicle is kind of what determines that. But that's pretty interesting. I did not know we had that, so I guess now you know. Let's just go ahead and take an expensive taxi on over. I mean, I would expect to have champagne and everything else for that. So, start it. I and you moving it left and right. I keep hitting Alt with that. Okay. I'm not sure what that's... Oh, that's putting feet down. So actually, as far as moving things, I was wondering why the thing was bouncing like that. Because there's feet there. Of course, we got those. I don't know what else there would be for controls. And I can't go to the menu because it just pulls up purchase info here. Page up, page down doesn't do anything. Yeah, and holding control doesn't do anything either, but this could be pretty interesting. I can figure out how to do... Oh. Oh, okay. So Y is closing it. I don't want to close it anymore. Let's see if we can do Control Y. No. Shift Y. Okay. That's good, because I was going to say I don't want to really break it if I don't decide to buy it, but this is interesting. G, okay. G allows me to do that, so using the keys together, and then we can grab what we want to grab, brush it the process if we wanted to. That's kind of cool though. Thankfully it doesn't go too far either, at least that way. I mean, this way you can definitely go a bit too far. We're kind of getting it into the vehicle. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and just buy it. Let's just buy it because it's something to play around with. See if I can get an unsuspecting traffic car to get behind me here. Ooh, a police car? I don't want you. Definitely notice there's weight here though, for sure. Still has some off-road capabilities, okay. That's another police vehicle right there. That's right, you want to keep getting closer. We'll put her over this way. It's kind of backwards with my view, at least, how that is. Curious to see what we can actually do here. Oh yeah, we're gonna wanna hit K and put those down too. I'm curious on what this will actually do. We can try this out together here. Just trying to focus on keys I just learned now. See how strong these claws are. Yeah, they really do not mind anything. Sadly, it doesn't really grab the car though. No. Use free cam mode here though, but yeah, we can do a little bit of damage to stuff, that's for sure. We know, a little something to play around with. Got another car over here that's really mad. We'll see what he thinks about it. I can't really get over there, can I? Maybe. That's as far up as that goes. I can kind of get into the hood. Maybe I can do a little something. Maybe just rolling us over there. Okay. So it's fun. It's definitely not useful that way because, well, now we're kind of stuck on this car, aren't we? Oh yeah. Holy cow, there it goes. Maybe now you'll stop honking at me. I'm not sure. There we go. Oops, accidentally hit E as well. So many keys here trying to do it once. So I mean, really, that's about what we can do is cause some damage, maybe pick up some lighter stuff that way too. Because again, this vehicle does not have a lot of weight. Really can't do a whole lot, but now we know that there's something here, and we have it. We own this now too. It has a tow hitch, so we can actually load stuff onto a trailer as well. Go ahead and take ourselves back on into the commercial garage. It's going to start costing us, but again, I can just go grind out some more stuff in Italy for a few hours. We'll have all the money we need because that's a thing we can do. It's a 6-wheel flatbed. I mean, everything else seems pretty normal for it that way. That's pretty good. Maybe that's what I'll do, though, is we'll go ahead and look for... I don't even know if it's still in. I haven't honestly gone through and seen the changes. Yeah, nothing comes up for a repo vehicle, so maybe not, maybe. It's very hard to say if that's going to be a thing yet or not, you know. Could always do something like our good old heavy duty with the flatbed ramps and load vehicles on into that for repoing them. That one's 82,000 credits. Let's see. It'd be 90,000 total. Let's go ahead. We'll add this to our collection as well. That'll be another vehicle we can do stuff with. We're actually building a collection here. We still have plenty of space though, so no need to worry. Also, I did buy this location, 107 Division Lane here, because I was nearby that location, wanted to do some repair to my vehicle with a truck, and well, I had the money, so I said, well, okay, I'm gonna buy it rather than recovering all the way across the map and then having to go back and forth. So that's kind of closer to a location. It did not work great though, getting the trailer in and out into that spot. A little tight there. Let's see if we got to do a repair here too. Go ahead and fix everything up, why not? Got an accident forgiveness for that. We've also got this guy, we can put him in storage for right now. So we got ourselves a little bit of a vehicle collection going on here, that is for sure. We can also take the car trailer in the T series if we don't want to do this guy. But now that it's in, we can definitely take a look, and it's going to be, of course, it's going to be all the way across the way over there. Like we got a little bit of a traffic jam situation. Yeah. The usual. Nothing new. So, yeah, if you guys did not see this vehicle last season, I had the one that was longer. It had a full flatbed, but this is still a pretty good deal because you just pop these out, drive the vehicle on, and you can haul it wherever with the D series. You can still put it in a different motor too. I don't know why it did put it here, but it did put it here over there and not in here, I should say. That's okay. Okay, yeah, there's a couple of little additional modification-y thingies there that we can do with this one, actually, for sure. So now, front load, yeah, that's just that stuff. Toolboxes, front attachment, do the overcab frame. This might break things, to be honest. That's why I don't really play with changing these, and it looks like that is the case, is that it broke it. Game is frozen on me currently. Just gonna readjust my mic a little bit, or myself here, I mean. There we go. Yeah, so the game is completely frozen up, so I'm gonna have to play around to see what I can actually do with that. But guys, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. If you did enjoy today's episode, make sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more vanilla or RLS modded career mode, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You can also check in a few moments here. Got a couple playlists up. And if you have any other opinions, topics, suggestions, comments, ideas, stuff like that, you can put them down below in the comments, or you can also go to the description, join my Discord, and talk in there as well. Ask me or anybody else some other questions. We'll be able to help you out. But again, that's it for today's episode, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.